Are you counting down to your summer vacation now as the school year winds down and the weather heats up? A lot of us are doing that, but money may also be on your mind. According to AAA, Americans spend an average of $1,200 on vacation, and the price tag can easily rise if you don't plan ahead. Local financial professional Martin A. Smith from Wealth Care Financial Group is here to talk about how to avoid going over your vacation budget. And welcome. Good to have you with us. We love talking about vacation. We don't want to ruin it, though, by talking about budget, do we?
Right. Well, we don't, but unfortunately we have to. You know, I go through this a lot with my clients. Typically, when you're retired or retiring, you're in a fixed income. You have to plan ahead, and planning ahead is a really important piece to making certain that you do not overspend when you're on vacation. And sometimes,
even when you're young and think you've got forever before you're going to retire, budget is important, isn't it?
Absolutely. And it's as easy as just figuring out exactly how much money you're going to spend and need for that day, and then sticking to it, and remembering to only use credit cards for emergencies.
So when you say sticking to it, sometimes you don't know what you're going to face when you walk into a restaurant. You can't have researched everything ahead of time.
Well, you can't, but you can do some research. You can kind of get an idea of where you want to go, what shops you may want to frequent or visit, or what restaurants you may want to dine at, and just have a general idea in mind for what you may want to spend. And if you just sort of have those parameters to begin with, then you're less likely to overspend and perhaps not even use credit cards and run up a high debt bill.
Leave the credit cards at home. Okay, big things like airfare and hotel accommodations, those are things you can plan for, but there must be things that are going to surprise you. Any tips for being prepared?
Yes, in fact, I have 5 tips. And the first one is to avoid the costly cab rides. Get an idea of what subways or buses are available. Most major cities have public transportation to and from the airport to the hotel, and so consider using that. And also speak with the hotel concierge about the best ways to get around town. Secondly, you want to make certain, and this is really important, don't travel hungry. Just like we say you shouldn't go grocery shopping when you're hungry.
Yeah, you're right.
Plan ahead again. You know, look at putting together a small meal, protein bar, take a small snack with you, some bottled water. And then also important is to eat smart. And by that I mean, consider first what type of meal is served at your hotel. Perhaps they have a continental breakfast. If they do, take advantage of it. And then avoid the expensive hotel meals like lunches and dinners. Eat out at a restaurant and then bring your leftovers back. And if you need to, you can order or request a refrigerator or a microwave from the front desk at the hotel, and then you have some additional food so that you're not going to be ordering food late in the evenings.
Well, those are good ideas, but if you haven't planned for this summer, since last summer, is it too late to get ready for a vacation this year as far as you're concerned?
Not at all. There's, especially in the D.C. metropolitan area, there's so many places you can go, whether it's Delaware or whether it's Rehoboth Beach or New York City or even here in the nation's capital. There are a lot of free amenities, free things that you can do and visit, a lot of free attractions, monuments, the museums, of course. I've been living here in the D.C. area for over 20 years, and I still haven't fully taken advantage of all that D.C. has to offer. And I have a pretty large family, so I would say take advantage of what's here locally.
So how do we start to save for next year?
Start planning. Doing your research. Get on the internet. Take a look at what's available out there. In fact, on our site, we offer some ideas about how to save for vacations and how to find local attractions that are less expensive. Just visit answersaboutwealth.com. However, you know, consider also this other important piece. Avoid the souvenirs. Another way people lose money and just overspend is by just buying whatever they see, you know.
Right. I know those are the kind of things that you're not even going to look at later. Good ideas. Thank you so much for coming in today to get us ready. We are thinking about vacation.
It was great. Appreciate it.
Thank you for coming.